Hello, I'm Daniel Minato, and today I want to show you this one-of-a-kind property here in Myerstown, Pennsylvania. I've got permission from the listing agent to show this home to you today, so let's go check it out. This part of the house is an old log cabin. It was not originally in this location. They moved this log cabin all the way from New Holland to this location in the 80s. That is just a part of the house. You can see this is the main entryway here. And if we pan over to this part, this old barn slash shed was also moved here, I believe from Conestoga. That's where they said it came from. I can't remember off the top of my head. So this is partly what makes this property so unique, is that not only do you have this huge stone home here that's very old, you also have this log cabin that was moved from another location. So we're going to enter through the main entranceway here, and you're going to see why I just had to show this property to you. I love old historic properties, and this is a gem. Is truly a historian's dream home right here. If you were into colonial American homes, it doesn't get much better than this. This here is the kitchen. Now this home is in a bit of disrepair at the moment. It needs some improvement. It needs some love. But that's why it's the price that it's at. That's why it's still available even in this market. You can see these beams are still in very good condition. And of course the stone walls are in excellent condition. Here's a huge fireplace. This fireplace is at least 6 feet wide. The electric stove is back in there. The crazy thing about this house is that not only was the log cabin moved here in the 80s, 1980s, but also this entire stone home that used to be an embankment home. That means the back wall was up against a bank, and you only entered through one side. This whole house was moved a half mile to this location. All 700 tons of it, all this stone. And what that means is this house, despite being stone walls, 2 feet thick stone walls, has electric in all the walls, which is just mind-blowing. I've never seen that before. We have lots of properties in this area that have big stone construction, but they all have plaster on the inside or wallboard where people can hide the electric behind, the utilities, and this home is not that way. This home is very much like it would look 250 years ago, with just the luxury of having a light switch built right in. Now we are entering into the log cabin part of the home. You can see this is a large room here. It really opens up, but you still have the open beams. Now this house is not perfect. It does need a lot of love and care. One of the main things it needs is new windows. All these windows are very old. I hesitate to say they're original, but if they are original, I would not be surprised. They do seem that old. I imagine that this room was originally a kitchen, but now with this being 2 homes in one, there's no need for it. But it's unusual to have the kitchen in these old homes somewhat separate from the main residence, and this room is barely connected to the main residence. This would be a normal size hearth for the time for a kitchen fireplace. Now let's go upstairs. We'll go up these old stairs. And this is another very surprising part of this house to me. This has got to be the highest ceilings I have ever experienced in a home this age. I've never been in a home that's 300 years old that has ceilings this high. These ceilings are at least 10 foot high. I'm 6'2", so I'm used to having the duck in these old homes. But not in this home. Over here is the main bedroom. Look how big and open it is. Another fireplace. This home has these cute details. Little cutouts for shelves. Got these large, these are normal sized doors, just about, but they open up to cabinets, if you can see it, to a dresser of sorts, closet. Through here is the third bath in the house. Here we have a closet that's also a convenient, very large walk-in closet. That also exits out into the hallway here. Now we're going to enter into the log cabin half of the house. You can see that this part of the house has a lot more woodwork, just like on the first floor. More finished wood and trimmed areas. The walls are plaster of some sort. I think up here it might even be drywall. I'm not 100% sure. Sounds like drywall to me. Another fireplace. My guess is that this half of the house is about 70 years newer, if not even 100 years newer than the stone half of the house. That I don't know that for a fact. I want to see if they have some information about that. So you have 2 rooms in this top part of this house, and these 2 rooms are in addition to the main bedroom above the stone half of the house. And here's another half bath with no working light, unfortunately. I'm mistaken, this is a full bath. My hope is that in this age when The majority of homes I look at are just the same boring house inside. Someone who has the money and the expertise and the patience to take on a project like this sees this video and says, yes, that's a property that I need to have. That's a property I want to work on. It's going to be a labor of love, and it's going to take some big pockets, but it's doable, and it's not so far gone. The people who took this log cabin that was derelict before they moved it, they have some pictures of it, it's completely derelict before they moved it here. They restored it with period correct beams, and they moved the stone house. They did the hard work. There's a lot of work to be done, but the hard work is done. They ran electric through the stone walls. There are vents for forced hot air throughout the building, and there's an electric heat pump to heat the place. Now, someone just needs to come in, work with a carpenter. Maybe they're a carpenter themselves, or they need to find a carpenter who specializes in restoring historical buildings and rebuilding doors the historical way. All the doors that need replaced will probably need to be 100% custom, but it's very doable. And I just hope I hope someone does it soon. So if you're watching this video and you're interested in this property and it's still available, do some research, look into it. It's truly one of a kind property.